Yeah, I think with Ty, he's a student of the game. I mean, he's a giant sponge. I mean, he wants to learn every day. If I didn't put a limit on the questions he could ask me every day, I think it would be unlimited. But that's how he wants to be. I mean, he understands that you can't be ordinary and be a great quarterback. I mean, you have to everything you do has to be attention to detail. You have to do more than the regular football player does. I'm not saying they're more important, but there's a lot more that goes into their preparation. Both those guys get that. Ty gets it. Ty works on his craft like he is the starter. He comes to work every day wanting to be better than Brent, and that's what makes him a good quarterback and makes somebody that I'm comfortable in being a backup. Yeah, I mean, Brent is, for our offense, it's about our quarterback as far as how we tempo it up. He's the field general. I always tell those guys, you got a badge on your chest. You're the true sheriff, and he brings so much to the table. I always talk about his work ethic. Again, it's unbelievable. When you have Ty's a hard worker. I don't think very many people would argue that Brent would be one of the top 1, 2, or 3 of the hardest workers on our football team. That's huge when your quarterback is that guy. And, he's calm, cool, collected. I mean, he sees the game at an unbelievable speed. And I said this last year about him, he has an instinct of like a great point guard in basketball, a guy that can distribute the ball where he's coming down on the break and you're like, I can't believe that pass he just made. That's Brent. What he has to do is, and I don't want to take away from his game, is that he just has to know when to get down and things like that. I mean, you can't tell him not to run with his feet and make plays because he will not be as good. I'm not going to put handcuffs on him like that, but, he needs to be smart about it. And I think, too, with Brent, he brings also an aura of confidence with our other players, and I'm not to take anything away from our, Corbin Jones, who played in the playoff game last year, but I think our players, we had a little bit of a letdown when our starting quarterback went down in the fourth quarter against Washburn. Wow. Yeah, and that's something I haven't even really thought about that, but, Brent, this last year at this time, he was splitting reps with the ones, okay? So, and he came into that first game and played unbelievable for his first start. So now, hey, he's the guy. Everybody knows he's the guy. I mean, he's getting all the reps. He feels comfortable. I mean, it's just a different type setting for him. And, he will be better because of that, and he will do everything necessary to make himself better. I don't feel like that I have to push Brent because of the success that he had last year, and I have a sense of feeling that he's going to have a letdown. Brent, I don't feel that way just because of the type of person that he is.
It's going good. It's been good to get out here since spring ball. We've been grinding all summer, lifting weights and running with Coach Reasnor, and it's been good to get back out here and actually get the footballs out and get the pads on and actually start running some plays with the guys and actually see what all of our summer works, see if it's been paying off, and actually get into football and get back in the mode and get ready for season. Preparation's a big key to my game plan for my playing, and I think that a lot of the game is won during the week, not on Saturday actually. And actually for me, my playing times come on Friday nights, and I think the game was won before then. I think how you prepare for the game really sets you up and determines the success you're going to have. So I've always tried to prepare myself for practice early in the mornings or the night before so that I know each snap what's going on, and the guys that are putting their hands on the ground for me know that I know what's going on for them. So that's where I feel like I can get an advantage in the game, is making sure I'm prepared each day. My redshirt year was key for me, I feel, and ever since I signed with Coach Higgins to come play football up here, I've bought into his system and feel that he's going to prepare me each year. Last year he decided to redshirt me, and I felt like he did that because he thought that was best for me, and I feel like that's going to be a vital part of my career, was getting to sit and watch Brent play his first year as a starter here and stand on the sidelines each game and watch and travel to Duluth and see how a playoff experience works for a team. And I feel like that's going to be vital for my career because I'm going to sit here and learn from one of the best quarterbacks that's come through the school. And my time might not come immediately in my career, but I'm going to prepare every week like I'm the starter. And when my time comes, I'm going to be ready, and hopefully I can help the team out as much as I can. One thing that I've noticed with Brent and his preparation is he remains calm at the line of scrimmage, and he's always prepared for each practice and game. One of the main things that I've really tried to bring into my skills is his poise that he maintains in the pocket. I think Brent maintains a real calm demeanor, and that brings confidence to his teammates when he stays calm out there. And I think that's one thing that I need to continue to develop that will help me also. But Brent's a great guy on and off the field, and trying to be like him every day, and I think that will help me be successful also. I've talked to Brent a little bit about how he's grown up in the program a little bit, and he kind of talked to me about how his freshman year went a little bit playing behind Dak, and he got experience, I believe, in 9 games and came in and threw some passes. I don't know if it's at Washburn, I guess. He had a couple touchdowns in his freshman year, but I know everybody's career is not going to bounce out the same and get the same playing time each year in their career, but I think learning from the guy ahead of you is a big part of it, and I think Brent learned from Tyler Eckenrode, and I think my time's to learn from Brent, and I think that'll definitely help me.
Oh, anywhere from going through the playbook, learning each and every play and getting it down, learning the offense better. Throughout the spring, we're putting in new plays still. It was a big key for me to continue to get better and not be complacent in where I am, and learn to get better in each and every aspect of my game. Oh, there's certainly, Ty being my backup right now, it's certainly the same way I did it last year. I'm still working as hard as I can, continue to get better every aspect of my game. And with Ty right there behind me, he's making me better, and I'm making him better. So it's just it's great knowing that there's a guy right behind me who's making me better to help our team out in the long run. We still haven't reached our goals, winning that MIAA conference championship, and that ever since I've been here at Emporia State, that's our main goal, is to get to that point, and we haven't been there yet. So we don't need to be complacent in where we're at. It's a new season coming up, and we haven't reached our goals of that, and entering the playoffs and getting some wins. So we're continuing to get better every time we get on the field. For me as a quarterback, those records and all, those things are great to have. But at the end of the day, I'm just more concentrated on the wins and just being a leader on and off the field, and to help my guys out. Just being a better leader for those guys, to know that I'll be there for them when they need me, and trusting those guys and what their ability to do on the field. Danny right here, we call him Juicy. He's our starting center right now. He's done a great job the last few years for us. He's always there, for me, protecting me from you guys, and he's just a great guy, great friend of mine, and I'm glad he snaps me the ball.